so today I wanted to shine the spotlight on beach waves. Now, this topic here was part of my poll that I designed a couple of weeks ago, and I popped it on our page, and in second place, beach waves was the topic that you guys wanted me to cover. Last week we covered waterfall braiding, which was the most popular braiding technique that I've had feedback on, and also you asked for that technique. So I thought I'd cover that last week, and today I want to cover beach waves. Now, beach waves is a really easy and effortless style. You can style this for an event, a bride, yes, a bride, brides still want the beachy waves, or you can do this in the comfort of your own home. So I'm going to show you how to achieve beach waves by using a straightener, GHD or whatever you use, or a curling tong, okay? Because you can actually achieve this style by using one or the other. Now, with a straightener, I'm going to start with that first. Now, things to remember with a straightener is that you only use a straightener to create beach waves if the client has thick hair or a lot of hair, and also if they want the loose curls in their hair. This is also really good for somebody with thin hair, but with thin hair, it's best to go with a curling tong because you're adding more heat onto it and the curling tong has more heat. Now, GHD-wise, I use Halo. I don't know whether you can see that it's on there. And I've been using Halo for only 6 months now. I switched over from GHD to Halo. I was going to go for Cloud9, but I thought I'd try this because it is a new brand. And I love it. The temperature controlling is way better than the GHD. You can actually take it up to 210. But what I would suggest is measuring it up to about 200 or 190. 210 is the max. But I love that. I love that straightener, and I actually wouldn't go back to GHD now because I know that they've changed a lot of their products, GHD. So I'll probably stick to that or move to Cloud9. All right, so if you've got your doll's head with you, we'll start sectioning our doll's head. And if you've got a model, start sectioning your model's head off. Now, before we section, I just want to just let you all know about the prepping process. Now, anytime you use heating on hair, you always have to use a heat protectant spray. You can find these in creams, sprays, aerosol cans. There's a lot of them around. Now, I use the Affinage, which is this here. It's a thermal protect. Can we all see that? Yep. And it's got avocado extract, which I love in product because it really helps to protect and smooth down the hair. Now, I know we covered this when we did finger waves. So when you are using a thermal protectant, you always use it on the ends because that's where a lot of the product seems to end up on the ends there. And we're just going to just brush that out. Now, make sure that that's all dried up before you go in with your heating tools. So this side I'm going to show you with a straightener, and the other side I'm going to show you how to use a curling tong. Now, also any questions during the live stream, we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Now, if you are on Instagram, please be aware that you only see a certain part of this style. If you're on Facebook, we've got the different angles. So we've got the bird's eye view angle as well as a straight point angle that you can watch this on. So if you're on Instagram and you want a bit more of a bird's eye view, head over to our Facebook page and you'll be able to see that on there. Now, also, we are encouraging questions during the live stream like we always do. So if there's any questions that you want to ask, please feel free to pop it in the chat box. Now, just also reminding you all that on Instagram, this is purely live. So we're no longer popping it up on our stories. It's what you see here. If you miss it on Instagram, it is on our Facebook page and YouTube for the next 24 hours, and then it's gone. So the reason why we do this is we just want to kind of make sure that you guys are paying attention when you are on the live, but also it's something that we're offering to everyone that's following us because we do have this as part of a module. or a online learning module. All right, so let's get started because that's all dried up. Now, what I want you all to do is have a look at your doll's head, and I want you just to split the hair into two because I've divided the hair into two. So you're going to just be working on the left-hand side for your GHD technique. So sectioning this top bit off. So if you can see this, you're going to just section all the way down to the end of the ear there. Okay, so it's going to be your first section. This back bit is going to be your second section. I'm just going to turn this around. Now, I like to start off with the front sectioning first anytime I'm doing curl. The reason being is because if I start at the back, I could affect the curls that I do at the back. So starting from the top, we're going to trace a big triangle shape on the top here. And we're going to start on that section first of all. Now, for those of you who are joining for the first time, Rob is our tech guy. So he's at the back there, and our camera guy. And he's a legend because he sets all the cameras up and I wouldn't have a clue how to do it. So he's done a fabulous job. And he's also going to be looking at all your questions. So if you hear a random guy in the background, that's Rob. So hi, Rob.
Hey, guys.
All right, so let's start from the top here. So we're taking a big strand here and we're just popping that to the side. Then we're going to split these two strands down the middle here. Take that to the side, and I'm going to start off with this front strand right here. What you want to do with your GHD first of all, before you start curling, is straighten the hair. So just take your GHD and just smoothly just straighten over the piece there. Now, the reason why I do this is because a lot of the time people come to their appointment with frizzy hair or semi-curled hair like my doll's head. And a lot of the time you just need to add that extra straightening aspect into the hair. Right. That means it's ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our piece onto the clamp and we're going to twist it away from the face and just keep twisting it. Now, the reason why we're twisting it away from the face is because we want the curl to be away. And then just as you go down, bring it further down and just keep twisting. Okay, and you'll get that curl there. So you can see that even with a big piece, I'm getting a good amount of curl. Are there any questions at all?
No, no questions.
No questions?
We've got Bodhi saying, how do you want
Hi, Bodhi. Hi, Bodhi. Bodhi, I love the fact that you are on this live stream. I always get excited when you jump onto this live stream because I know that you are hungry to learn and I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's work on our second strand. And again, we're twisting away and continue to twist as you go. Don't stop, just keep twisting. So pull and twist and just keep going. Now you've got to remember, if you do have this happening, just release the curl and then go back and start again on that strand. So just keep twisting. Because I know sometimes you get clients that have got really long hair and obviously you can't do that curl in the one. So you've got to stop halfway and then twist to the end. You've got to make sure that the ends are curled as much as this top bit.
We've just got Raquel giving us a wave.
Hey Raquel. Hi Raquel. Lovely to see you again.
Sorry, Raquel, to disappoint you, I am not wearing a wig.
He's not wearing a wig, but thank you for the suggestion. Now, this last strand here is the top strand. So again, we're going to be working away from the face and making sure we're twisting around pulling and twisting. And then once we get there, we're going to release it. And then we're going to go back there again and just keep going.
Raquel just said SMH.
Okay. I have no idea what that means.
I love it. Come on, Raquel. You know you want to tell us in real man's terms.
Okay, so this top bit we're going to pin to the side. So just pin that just at the root there, because if you pin it here, you're going to put a dent in the actual wave. So pin it onto the side there. Now I'm going to move the head this way. Now can we see that back bit there?
Okay, we're missing a bit on insties.
Yep, okay, let's have a, there we go. Okay, so this side bit here, we're going to split it into 3. So we've got this top bit. Oh, taken too much there. It's got this top bit here. Take that up, and then we've got these 2. So we've split those 2 down the center. Now, another thing, guys, is you can actually use texturizing spray as you go. And I use Goldwell. Now, I know NAC has got a sale on at the moment with all their texturizing sprays, and I really want to get the NAC texturizing spray because honestly, it's the only one I love to use. Goldwell has done me well, but NAC I just love because I find that it just gives me the volume that I want. Now, texturizing spray, spraying on the root and then curling. Now, what we want to do with this one, again, we want to work away from the face. So taking your straightener, pulling and then twisting as you go. So pulling and twisting and then pulling and twisting. Now, if you do have clients wanting this, you've got to make sure that they have their hair washed and dried. They can't be coming to you wanting this style with oily 3-day hair. It's just, it won't work. And I know a lot of you have probably been there. I've been there. But also now, because of these new health and hygiene requirements, everyone's got to wash their hair before somebody mobile, like a hairstylist, comes to them. So again, pulling and twisting.
So we've got a definition of SMH, shaking my head.
Oh, shaking my head.
I'm disappointed I'm not wearing the wig.
Oh,
waiting for the wig.
I'm so sorry, Raquel. I promise it will happen one day. I promise.
No, it's fine.
All right. So also another thing, make sure that you comb out, because you know, if you've been on this live stream before, you know, anytime I've curled hair, I've always said, make sure you brush it out. Now this section here, away from the face. So again, pulling and then away, pulling and then twisting, pulling and twisting. Then when I get there, I'm going to release it, and then I'm going to go back halfway, pull and twist again.